DeAndre Swift headed to the Chicago Bears, a 3-year, $24 million deal.
They now signed Kevin Byard to a 2-year deal worth $15 million as the base salary. So,
gentlemen, they are reportedly sending a 4th-round pick to the Chargers for wide receiver Keenan Allen, the soon-to-be 32-year-old.
Where the Justin Fields era in Chicago is ending after just 3 seasons. Adam Schefter reporting that the Bears are trading the former 11th overall pick to the Steelers in exchange for a conditional 6th-round pick in next year's draft. But Fields will not compete for the starting job. That position in Pittsburgh belongs to Russell Wilson.
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams. Quarterback. With the 9th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze. Wide receiver, Washington.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't ever say never. And turn your mind into the truest to go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Chicago Bears Bear Down podcast here in Madden 25. As we got our first episode here today, so that's nice. Also, we'll take a look here at some stats for the Bears, as the Bears, of course, right now going into week 7, they are 6-0. And we got, of course, we just had that nice game there in England, taking on the Jags there, and a nice one. That was a nice game for us to wrap up the first 6 weeks of the season and get a nice dub. And now we're here in the bye week, relaxing and more focused here this week, taking some time off, spending time with family, of course, and kind of recharging ourselves and get ready for this next road, or these next couple of games that we have coming up here for the season. And we'll talk about more about those here coming up. But first, we'll take a look here at the NFL rankings right now. And right now, the Ravens and the Bears and Steelers all are undefeated right now. All three teams have a 6-0 record going into week 7. Bills, of course, the last series that we had, they are 5-1 right behind us, as well as the Rams and the Lions at 4-1. And then you got a couple of 4-2s, Bengals, 49ers, Jets, Eagles, Chargers, Dolphins are all at 3-2. And then you start getting the 500 teams there: Raiders, Bucks, Jags, Panthers, Falcons, Commanders, Colts. And then you got some guys that are really in the doghouse right now. You got the Seahawks, Patriots, Saints, Giants, Broncos, Packers there, and 2-4. And then you got some shockers like Kansas City, 1-4. What is going on in KC? Cowboys right now not looking too good now, 1-5. Texans 1-5. And the Falcons, of course, in last place. I don't think they even won a game yet. I think they're 0-6 right now. And then, of course, take a look at the AFC rankings here. As of course, like I said, we already seen pretty much of this when we see the overall standings. But for you others, people that like really crunch down the numbers when it comes down to divisional rankings and stuff like that, there you see we're the only undefeated team in the NFC right now at 6-0. Rams right behind us are 4-1. Lions, who we've not played yet. We have not played the Lions, Vikings, or Packers yet. Now, in this series, when we play against, obviously we play them twice a year. But in this series, what we're going to do is to kind of speed up things. Those will be games that we're going to sim, or either we're going to sim or we're going to play the moments. So basically, we're going to take it out of my hand. You know, if we do a sim, it's obviously going to be out of my hands. It's just going to be whatever it is. Or we do the moments where we play moments, either offense or defense, or one or the other, or both. And so that'll be a way we can kind of get the series going. So we have not played anybody in our division yet, so we don't have a division win yet. But we overall right now we're looking very good, and and that can be said because of the great defense that we've had here already in the first couple of weeks, especially in the first game of the season, which was really nice for us. And of course, again, there in week 6 against the Jaguars, we had a really nice defensive performance there from our defense that really did a great job there, getting us some really good field position and setting us up for chances to get some rushing touchdowns as well as some passing touchdowns. Caleb Williams obviously is the rookie, where we're trying to get him to be that guy that can take over the mantle here as our quarterback here in the Bears franchise organization. And there you see over 1780 right now for the season. Nice touchdown and interception ratio. And of course, this guy right here, DeAndre Swift, been doing an excellent job there, helping us out there in the backfield. Getting close. I think the next game he could break 1,000 yards for the season. He has 12 rushing touchdowns. Williams also got a nice rushing touchdown, and Herbert as well had a rushing touchdown there for us in the first 6 weeks. But yeah, this has been a really good year for us there. DeAndre Swift doing a great job there. I think we need to get Herbert involved a little bit more in the running game to take some pressure off of Swift. Passing wise, Cole Kmet and Odoze both have 6 touchdowns catches apiece. They're right near each other, about 350 yards for the season. Keenan Allen has 529 right now. He's leading that, but with only 4 touchdowns. And of course, DJ Moore, the veteran there, 6-year guy, of course, played a long time there in Carolina. He has 2 receiving touchdowns for the season. And then, of course, you see the other numbers. You break it down and passing wise. So, pretty good. I mean, overall, honestly, I feel like we've been throwing the ball pretty evenly and pretty leveled for the most part in a lot of the games, especially the last couple of games here we've seen. Obviously, we're taking a look at sacks here, and our guys have been keeping our quarterback pretty clean for the most part here. They're doing a great job there on the offensive line. I think there might be 1 sack that was a coverage sack just because I got out of the pocket there and they got a hold of Williams. But for the most part here, offensive line been pretty solid there. Of course, we'd like to see it get better. And, the wear and tear of the season, we might see some break there. Of course, obviously there was some breakdowns in the last game there. I think even that Texans game, we had a little trouble there with the offensive line. Now, defensively, this man right here, Nolan Swoller, he's been doing a great job there. I'm really happy. He, of course, got a depth upgrade in the last episode there, so we're happy to see that for him. As well as we take a look here at some other players here like Edwards, Sweat, and Edmonds, and Drexler Sr. there. Of course, I think he's out for a while. I think he has an injury, so he's going to be out for a couple weeks. But since him playing the first couple weeks of the season, doing very well. But yeah, we cannot complain about it at all for our defense there. Of course, there's still some areas, guys, I would like to see on a more regular basis, interception wise, deflections, like to see those guys that have been for the first couple of games of the season do that a little bit more often. I know that's asking a lot, but I think for the most part here, I think our guys can do it. And the defense scheme that we've been putting together here for the first 6 weeks here has been great. Do we need to tweak it? Do we need to make some changes here? Yeah, I think so. I would like to get some of the backup players involved more in certain defensive packages as well, because we got some pretty good backups there that can help us out as well, and of course get them a chance to get some playing experience on the field as well. And of course there you see our kicker and our punter, pretty solid, pretty decent here this year. They've been doing a great job. Of course we've only had one kick return there, and that's by Jones. I can't remember which game that was. I want to say it was I can't remember. I know it was a home game that he did it at, but I can't remember which one. I don't think it was the first game. I could be wrong. But nice numbers there. And of course, take a look here. Just look at the numbers here around the league. You guys can always pause the video here and check it out. Of course, if you want to know more about the numbers of certain players or whatever, let me know down below in the comment section. I can always look it up and send you guys a message on what those players are doing so far here. But for the most part here, it's been a pretty decent season from a lot of players. A lot of guys I didn't think would make a push here in the first 6 weeks, or teams that they're not really a surprising team. I mean, with the exception of the Kansas City Chiefs, for whatever reason, I don't know what's going on with them. I might have to look it up. Mahomes' number is pretty decent. He's over 1,000 yards for the season. He's made several touchdown passes, but I don't know. I want to say there's probably something wrong with their defense. Their defense is just not holding up. And of course, there's still several weeks left in the season, so things can drastically change. That's a division that just flip-flops and turns around and does some weird things. So, there could be a change, a sudden shift going back towards the Chiefs, but I think that's been the only kind of weird thing, the one anomaly that's been going on. But, with Patrick Mahomes under center, I'm sure that's going to get it all straightened out here pretty quick. And they'll be back at, clobbering teams in that division. But you take a look at our numbers here. Like I said, we're a lot of the numbers you see here, we're either in the top 25 or in the top 20, or a few guys are in the top 10 there in certain categories. Like here, you see Edwards here with the most tackles right now in the league. But yeah, for the most part here, this has been a pretty decent season for us. And I mean, really, truly, after this bye week here, we don't get no more help until, we don't get no more rest until potential, playoffs. If we can get ourselves there, and of course, obviously fight for that first round bye. But for the most part here, we've had several injuries. We still got some guys that are on injury on the IR right now. But everything's been pretty good. Speaking of injuries, I have changed the injury slider here. I've seen a lot of people say they put it around 17 or 18 was kind of a sweet spot for injuries. You're not getting too many, but you're not getting, you're not getting too many injuries, but you're also getting some injuries that could be long standing. So there's a good balance of that. So we'll see if that'll work or not. Like I said, I've seen other YouTubers talk about it and whatnot. I am using Matt 10 sliders with some altercations, just a slight number changes here and there, maybe 1 or 2 points down, maybe 1 or 2 points up from what he has it from, to make it a little more challenging and stuff like that. And like I said, once we get playing our divisional games with the Packers, the first game, whoever it is, Packers first team we'll face against, if it's at home, we'll play that full game as normal. And then obviously when we go to Landavo, then that's will be the game that will be the moments. So like I said, that's how we're going to do it with this series from now and for the rest of the series here going forward. I think it'll be just a great way to kind of speed things up and kind of take some stuff, some control out of my hands, and see how the team really does when it's just, have to play a moment and okay, you get thrown in here with, down by 2 touchdowns, try to see if we can come back, try to at least get back, within a touchdown. So I think it's going to be very interesting, very different. And like I said, it's nice to kind of do that way. There you see, of course, the injuries I was talking about there. Scales can't He's all right, but we don't have enough people on our, or we have too many people on our 53 man roster. So he's going to stay on that list for right now. Really, truly, he's a 31 overall. So there's a good chance we can just go ahead and cut him, which I think we might just do, just to save, not even have to worry about him putting him back on the team. And then you see the Lions. There's some of their injuries there. Of course, this is before Aiden Hutchinson got hurt, so he's not going to be on that list. Of course, JJ won't be on the list either for the Vikings. There you see the Packers, and maybe JJ was on this. Maybe I did start the series when he got hurt, because it shows him on there now. So I thought I started the series way before he got injured, but apparently I didn't. So he is still out with that kneecap, and he'll be out for the rest of the season there. Tough break there. But the Vikings are, like I said, they're pretty. I think they're down the road. They're, I think, one game above 500 for the most part. So as you take a look here, bye week, of course, week 7. That's where we're in right now. We'll look at the rest of the schedule here. We got a road game coming up against the Commanders. I think that's gonna be a very interesting one for us to play. Cardinals as well, and then of course we play the Patriots, and then our first divisional game will be the Packers at home. Then we play against the Vikings at home. Then, of course, it'll be Thanksgiving in Detroit when we play against the Lions for the first time. And then we have the 49ers on the road. Oh, wow, we got a lot of road games coming. And then we play the Vikings the second time for the season. That'll be on the road. That'll be a Monday night game. And, of course, that'll be a moments game. Then we'll go to week 16. We'll play the Lions again, but this time it'll be at our house, which will be a moments game, as well as the Seahawks at home. And, of course, we'll wrap up the season with our rival, the Green Bay Packers, at Lambeau. And that, of course, will be, of all things, a moments game. So, got a lot of fun episodes coming up here, and I cannot wait to get into those with you guys. Now, of course, in the bye week here, we're talking with the head coach of ours, and we'll see what he's going to be talking with the reporters there, and talking about play call here. And he says it's going to focus on the defense. And of course, they're asking what stat they want to talk about, and defensive red zone success. And honestly, our success has been good. We've been very good. I think we're lower than 2 games. There you see higher than 2 touchdowns, or lower. We say lower, and I believe, that's right, we are. So our defense have not been giving up too many, opportunities in the red zone to a lot of teams, which is great. And I hope that will increase even more so. Of course, we got to try to get 35 touchdown passes for our quarterback, and I think we're almost a little halfway there for the most part. So, and of course, they're asking us about the trade deadline coming up. Of course, it will be in week 8, and honestly, I don't think we need to make any changes at all. I think I like what we're seeing from our team right now. As long as everyone stays healthy and don't get too banged up going into for the rest of the season here, obviously into the playoffs, I think we'll be fine. And of course, if we are playing against teams that we are kind of blowing out, or whatever the case may be, we're doing too well against them, then I think we'll start pulling guys like Caleb Williams or Duze, Swift, and of course a couple of defensive play guys as well, to kind of give those second string guys in there, get them some playing time, and just avoid from any weird injuries happening to us on our road to go to the Super Bowl here. But there you see the first mock draft. Not going to really get into this too much. I just want to show you some of the players. Some of these are from the High Scotty's series. Some of them are not. I'm not going to say who they are, but we'll have we'll have a episode where we'll talk about some of the players there. Of course, Roma Duze, he's getting close to unlocking his hidden dev. And really, truly, I love throwing to him. He's been a lot of fun throwing to. The timing between him and Williams is still kind of off. But I think with more work with him and really getting the ball to him, he's made some really great catches for us. And it's just been, like I said, it's been just a lot of fun playing with these 2 rookies. Caleb Williams, of course, he's our guy. He's about 15 snaps away from getting his hidden dev unlocked. And we'll see what he can do. And, of course, there you see his throw power. his deep accuracy, his short accuracy, his mid accuracy. I think we need to focus on more so his short range accuracy. He's got a 90, and of course I want to get his long range, his deep accuracy up as well. So I want to be able to throw down the field. But I think with that short accuracy, we really need to focus on that more so in the second half of the season. So far I'm doing a great job here by far compared to what it was, in Madden 23 and even in college football 25. Interceptions have drastically changed in this one here. So I'm happy, and I'm hoping that we can continue that as we go along here in the series. And like I said, having DeAndre Swift in the backfield there helping us out, that's been such a great job. Austin Booker in there from Kansas. Of course, this is his rookie year. Of course, he did some great things there in Lawrence now with the Bears here. Hopefully, he will continue doing that, and so far, he's been doing a pretty decent job for us for the most part. 70 overall. Hasn't seen too much playing time, but I think in this, once we get deeper into this, especially after this bye week here, I think talking to coaches there, have been mentioning that they're going to get him more involved in some packages there, defensive packages, and get him more involved and really see that why they drafted him there, just ripping through the line and be able to get to the quarterback there. So that's what we're going to try to do. And of course, Imad, the left tackle here, we're going to get him involved as well too. Like I said, 68 overall. Try to get him on the line as well. I have a few play packages I already set up for him this upcoming game here, as we're heading to DC for a game against the Commanders. As you see there at the bottom of the screen, we pretty much feel, better offense, a better defense there against them, but don't let those numbers fool you, because, teams like this that already think they don't have nothing to live for and don't have a season left for themselves, well, they can really turn things around against a team like us and cause us to hit that, end up getting that L. So we'll try to do our best to avoid getting the L coming up against the Washington Commanders, but like I said, going to be cautious about it. You seen last time we played against the Commanders, if you remember from the Bills series, we took that game not to the full potential like we should have, and we got hit hard, and the Commanders did a good job there winning that game. So I'm not saying this is a trap game. I'm not going to say that at all, but it is a game that we definitely cannot overlook on the Commanders, even though they're 78-9 overall. So slightly better than them, but not too much better than them. So we definitely going to have to make sure we play some solid football there to help ourselves out, and of course pick up our 7th win. But yeah, that's it coming up. The episode should be up here in the next day or two, so stay tuned for that. But we'll have some more. Every episode's not going to be like this. We'll do some more player profiles of looking at player stats and looking at different type of players and stuff like that throughout the course of the season. But right now, this is how the episode's going to be. And hopefully we'll see some more. Hopefully we'll see some big plays from our rookies, as well as some more of the defensive. The defense. I love this defense, man. I love it. But we'll see how things go. That's it for this episode of this series. We'll see more of this Bear Down podcast come up very, very soon here on the channel. As always, keep each other healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.